is awesome, man. Appreciate this, dude.
Certainly.
Some good shit.
Looked out on a nice day.
What? What's up, ZERT Nation? What y'all doing? If you guys are watching this, you're not working. Get back to work. Just kidding. Seriously, watch this video. It's gonna be good shit.
Hey, no snap, bro. You're okay.
Luke, I was just forgot we're live. I'm not gonna talk shit right now. Dude, did you get some of the weapon platforms?
Yeah.
What do we got? Building. Just take it away. Start jabbing.
Afternoon, gents. Out here with SureFire, obviously. Got a couple guns out here to demo some differences in suppressors and adapters. I'm Andrew Wright. I'm the PR manager. We got Chris over here.
Hey folks, Chris Scahill. I'm the sales and marketing manager for the suppressor division. So big thing about today, going through our different platforms, different adapters, different suppressors, different options, different lights, different configurations. So to run through the table real quick to give you the preview of coming attractions, we've got our Surgeon 338 Remedy rifle. This one's affixed with our SFMB, our muzzle brake for the 338. We'll be shooting this one suppressed later on with the SOCOM 338 tie suppressor. So it's going to be our box fed magazine option. Jumping over here, we're going to go through our couple different adapter pieces. So on our 10.5-inch guns, we've got our LMT slick side guns. We have our SF3P flash hider suppressor adapter. Next up on this piece, we also have similar platform but different adapters, so we can show the side-by-side comparisons. This is our Warcomp, so it's a 3-prong 12-port 5.56 suppressor, and then depending on how you time it is depending on how the compensator works. So currently it's timed for a right-hander. If you want this neutral, you would time this so that all ports are facing towards the 12 o'clock. If you want it as a lefty, you would time it so you've got 6 ports up and 6 ports left. Additionally, we also have our muzzle brake for a 5.56 platform. So this would be our SFMB 5.56, 2-chamber brake, 2 holes on top for our venting. And additionally, we've got a right side hole that's a through hole. And then for our lefties, we've got a blind hole that you can also drill out for additional compensation on this. As we get through going through the different adapters, those adapters will really speak to how those work as an unsuppressed option. And obviously all these are suppressor adapters to start. Jumping on over onto other platform guns, we also have a 300 black 12.5-inch gun we'll be shooting on with the muzzle brake. This will really be showcasing our 300 SPS special purpose suppressor. Pulling out the, there we go, BCM gun 14.5-inch with our muzzle brake on here. And if you notice too, as we go through these guns, they also have the Duke Defense RTS sights. So these are rapid transition sights. On the first two 10.5-inch LMTs, those are the standard sets. It gives you an A2 sight picture. This model has the this model has the fiber optic front sight. So the idea being that if you're in a power or if your optic is unable to view through, as you're shooting, you can cant this over to the 45 degrees and this will give you a standard A2 sight picture. All standard adjustments, small diopter, large port as well. Jumping over, we've got our HK416, so busting out the 416, full up 416 Delta option. We've got our full-size Scout or M600 Ultra on there with the RM45 mount, and then also one of our legacy adapters. One of the things that we always hear about is, hey, you got a new series of can, and when we went from the legacy, the FA style, over to the SOCOM series, you can take your SOCOM cans and put those onto legacy adapters. They don't time on the indexing notch. They'll spin, but they still do index. Or they don't index, but they'll actually still go on the suppressor, still be clear. And we always recommend bore rodding your suppressors before you shoot them for the first time. Also busting out the HKG 36. So this is going to be one of the reasons we have our G36 and then we're working this is we actually specifically designed one of our suppressors, our SB suppressor, for the HK G36 for one. So the reason we've got the G36 out here is we had a customer currently using the suppressor, but we find that the SB, because it has a larger exit port, will get better cycling and better run. Yeah, better run for the G36. And then also on the domestic market here in the US, any guns that are under 10 inches are best suited for that SB because it has a larger exit port, more gas exiting out the front for proper cycling of the weapon system. So that's a quick preview here of what we're going to be getting into for the long gun side. We'll be working some pistols as well, between 22 as well as our 9mm, talking about our Riders series of suppressors. So stay tuned, guys. We have quite a bit coming up.
Awesome. Are you still going? Hey, can I talk about this thing?
Yeah, by all means. The unveiling.
The unveiling. So hey guys, I'm super excited about this. This is going to be awesome. Let's see if I can remember. This is the 240 Bravo. It's a general purpose machine gun. It can be fired from a bipod, tripod, aircraft, or mounted in a vehicle. It is a belt-fed, air-cooled, fully automatic weapon that fires from the open bolt position. Uses a 7.62 millimeter cartridge. It's roughly about 49 inches in length, weighs about 27.6 pounds. The maximum range is about 3,725 meters. The maximum effective range of this platform is 1,100 meters. My short time in the Marine Corps, I've engaged targets out to 900 meters using this platform and carried this bitch on 225 milers. There's 3 rates of fire on the 240, which is sustain, rapid, and cyclet. The sustained rate of fire is roughly a 6 to 9 round burst every 4 to 5 seconds with a barrel change every 10 minutes. Now when you step up to the rapid, it's about a 10 to 13 round burst with in between 2 to 3 seconds with a barrel change about every 2 minutes. Then when you go nuclear, going on the cyclet rate, you're going full auto, but there's pros and cons of that because depending on what you got that gas port up to, this thing can move out about 900 rounds per minute. And basically you would probably look at a barrel change every 20 to 30 seconds. Or if you're badass like old John Basilone, having that air-cooled cylinder on it. So that's the worthless knowledge that the Marine Corps has instilled in me being an 0331. But I'm super excited to run this platform and very grateful for the guys from SureFire to have us out. Stay tuned. We're hopefully going to get a lot of good footage for you guys for season 4 of Coffee and Hate. And more details to go by. Any other questions, Scott?
Yeah, just make sure you get your questions in. We'll review the feed later today, and hopefully we'll get some of them answered. If we don't get them answered today, we'll get them answered tomorrow. But either way, stay tuned for season 4 of Coffee and Hate, sponsored by SureFire.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Anything else? All right, guys. Talk to you soon on Max P001 and
Chris Cahill, SureFire.
Andrew Wright.
Mr. X.